Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you, Huss and 2W Lots. We're starting to get this rolling. Just waiting for the final couple drivers to roll up into the qualifying session here before we start going live. Thank you, Janik, for following. Greatly appreciate it. Sorry guys for the wait. Looks like it's going to be probably about 5 more minutes until any action starts rolling. And thank you, the Patreon guy, for following me. You're getting us ever so closer to affiliate rank, so thank you guys so much for that. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Formula G2 Racing League. This is their new series, the It's the LMP and GT Multi-Class League. This is the first round at Algarve. I hope you guys all ready for some amazing racing here. So for qualifying will be 20 minutes. The first will be split up into 10. The qualifying session will be split up into 10 sessions, 10-minute sessions. 10 minutes going to the LMPs, 10 minutes going to the GTEs. Let's see who goes out first. Let's actually get that. There we go. There we go. Oh no, there is no audio. Shit. Why is there no audio? Give me a hot minute. Hopefully I can reconnect. Oh, audio is no sound. Lovely. Come on, let's get some audio in. Let's get some audio rolling. Give me guys a minute. I'm so sorry you guys are missing out on quality. There we go. Now we're going. There we go. Now we're coming back into the lobby now. Sorry guys about that. Let's get back into the scheduled stream. We probably missed about 3 minutes of qualifying. Let's see who has set a provisional pole, and currently it is actually WDMR Martin in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3. Actually, no, now it's Lots in the Ferrari 488 GTE. His provisional pole time is set with a 142.4. There's not a lot of difference between these GTE, GT3 level cars. Second place GT3 is a 145.437 from Booz, I believe is how you'd pronounce that name. In the BMW Z4 GT3. Ooh, there's their cargo off in the background. Ooh, and it looks like Oxygen might have had some instabilities with this game. That might be Oxygen out. Hopefully he can rejoin during qualifying. WDMR Martin prepping to start a new hot lap. Coming through, I believe that is the second to final corner. Yes, it is. Starting to come down the final corner to start a new hot lap here. Down this fast right-hand corner, up the hill here, onto the front flat stretch. Insane Scotsman now has provisional pole with a 141.881. Insane Scotsman is in the Porsche 911 GTE class car. Not a lot of time separated between these GTE and GT3 top times, but there are definitely some big gaps down once you start falling down the back. We're still following Martin here through the lap. Takes a nice little hairpin of turn. I actually don't know what turn that is. That would have been turn 5. Now Martin coming up the mountain, or up the hill into turn 10 of Portimao. Swinging it out wide and then getting power down early through turn 11, down the hill, through the fast sweeping turn 12. And then hard on the brakes up for turn 13. Using all the inside curbing and getting out to the outside curbing. Sweeps around turn 14. Keeps it nice and tight through turn 14. But it gets the power down to accelerate out of that corner of Sagres. Now down through gallop of turn 15. This fast, hard, tricky section as we see in WD Martin go off the track. That's a rare mistake from WDR Martin in the last 2 minutes of qualifying. Hopefully he can get another time down. Let's head down through the field a little bit to see Insane Scotsman, your fastest GTE currently. Both WDR Martin and Insane Scotsman doing really good racing here in Formula GT Racing League. Yes. Both really high reserved, well reserved drivers. Both very respectable and clean drivers, but also hard to race against. So looking to see how those two do in their respective classes. We see Insane Scotsman take a slight sideways moment out of turn 13. Looks like he might have gotten the power down a little bit too early, or that Porsche is starting to struggle for traction. Looks like he might have been out of the pits for the whole 10 minutes of qualifying and maybe put on softs and starting to regret that decision. That's interesting. And now we see Insane Scotsman coming into the pits to end his qualifying run. It's the as we start to see the LMP2 drivers line up at the end of the pit lane. LMP2 will start here in about 33 seconds. We'll follow Zab in the Ford GTE machine. Zab, I believe, is a newcomer to Formula GT Racing, so looking forward to see how he does here in this league. Looking forward to seeing how big this field has grown to. We've grown to about 20 drivers. I remember Laguna Seca was about 15 at maximum, maybe about 10. So good to see our numbers climbing here. Hope to see everyone complete this race here at Algarve at the Algarve racetrack in Portimao, Portugal. And with that, the GT qualifying has ended, which means you guys need to complete your laps and then return back to the pits so these LMP drivers have their chances to set fastest laps. As you can hear these LMP2s screaming down. As we'll follow one bad to see how he starts off his qualifying session. Let's actually hop onto a roof cam view. You can hear these cars screaming there really, really loud. Keeping it nice and clean. That's a really good exit from him. Again, I believe one bad is a newcomer to Formula GT Racing League, so great to see him there. Most of your LMP drivers are in the LMP2. The LMP1s are reserved for the champions of Brooklyn, Charlie, Dej, and Meaty Chip. Great to see those guys in LMP1s battling it out. LMP2 is a lot of newcomers. Also really good to see there. The only name I recognize is RS200E in the number 11 LMP2, so good to see those guys here. And if you're interested in joining our leagues, there is a Discord link on the screen. Just copying that into your web browsers to join us over in Formula GT Racing League. Hope you guys enjoy it. Enjoy the racing here and the commentary. One bad running off through turn 1, most likely invalidating his lap in the process. Sweeping it outright to come across the track as both drivers of one bad and their driver ahead, which I'm unclear who that is. Most likely invalidating their laps because of it. One bad keeping it nice and tight through turn 13. No, actually that would have been turn 5, excuse me. Coming down the hill, drafting off the car ahead to get a faster lap here. Using all the track to find its grips, trying to find any advantage over any of these other LMP2 drivers. As we now start to have times being set by the LMP2 drivers. None have actually been faster than the GT times yet, which means those were all out laps. I expect a lot of these LMP2 drivers to be up there. As there's a new time set by the LMP leader of Dej with a 123.7. That's 18 seconds clear of the GTE lead. That's just a large difference. It's almost like cutting out a whole section of the track. That's how big of a difference pace there is between LMP1 or LMP2, LMP1 and GTEs. We're starting to see times come in across the board now. For both LMP1 and LMP2, your provisional pole sitter is actually one bad in LMP2 with a 138.9. Great to see some close battles in qualifying starting to occur. And actually, now just looking back through the GTE field, there was a massive battle for 7th place overall between Godek and Lots, who were 0.2 seconds off. That's extremely impressive for this track. As we're on board with Dej, looking to improve his time of a 130.6. Power down early, using all of the power he can get. Turn 15 to flat turn in this flat-out turn in these LMPs. Looks like he could be using a little bit more of the track. I'm wondering if he's using leaving some time on the board with not using that track. I say that as Dej goes provisional pole with a 123.1. That's 6/10 faster than Charlie. No, not Charlie. Then Brooke will hop on board with us atop trackside with Storm to see how he completes this lap of Algarve. Algarve is a very fast-flowing, sweeping track here in the town of Portimao. It's a very fun track. Notably, has hosted the Formula One race last year, which was really a really good race. So hopefully, we can replicate that here over at Formula GT Racing League in multi-class cars. A couple drivers have yet to set stellar laps in the LMP2, but we are now starting to get them. Will Storm improve his 159 or 139.585? Coming across the line now with they've got this Cube Master ahead. Storm does improve to a 155.5. That's nearly 2 seconds clearer, and that puts him 6th overall, second in his class. That's good to see him there for that in that number 91 BAM Esport Racing Team car. It looks like it's actually been a night qualifying. I haven't noticed that now, but these cars look amazing under the night race here so far as we see Storm letting a car through. Let's head down the field to watch. Actually, head up the field to watch your LMP2 provisional pole sitter of Edshot with a 134.82. Will he be able to improve that time at all? He's 4 seconds off of the slowest LMP2 or LMP1 time. Looks he's not able to improve that lap. And it looks like RP has invalidated his lap due to track limits around the time. So is Charlie. A lot of drivers having invalid laps set in qualifying. As he's coming up the hill, trying to use all the track he can. Keeping it flat out, that's going to be hard turn flat out, but he should be able to do it in the LMP. Down into the hard fast braking of turn 8. Samsung now flying up the hill through turn 9. Struggling with the brakes into turn 10, getting it under the power for turn 11, and now roaring through turn 12. Edshot, I believe, has raced here before in Formula GT Racing League. A very good driver, but also beating out Storm, which I believe has also raced here in Formula GT. Storm is also a really nice driver to battle against. Everyone here is very nice, clean, and respectful of track limits, and others' racing rooms, so glad to see how those guys battle it out here at Portimao. Now it looks like some drivers will be coming across to start their final racing lap, or qualifying lap here. Keeping it nice and clean through turn 2, hard on the brakes down for turn 3. Keeping it flat through turn 4, but careful not to run over track limits. Downhill braking into turn 5, that's going to be a really hard corner. I guarantee you someone will lock up and collide with someone, or at least run off wide in the first couple laps there. It looks like Meaty Chip has invalidated his lap by going off track. And RP goes in the pits, not improving his time, but in the process actually he does improve his time by 133.8. He will not set another time, so how will Edshot respond to that? He has about a second to gain, as now we see qualifying is complete. Everyone will be able to finish their lap they are on. And it looks like Dej is still your provisional pole sitter for LMP1. Will Edshot be able to improve or take away provisional pole from RP? Comes across the line now to set A. Edshot does not improve. But we do have not Charlie. The number 41 of Brooklyn has taken away provisional pole from Dej by 1/10 of a second. It's a very large. That's a very hard thing to do, especially over this long lap here of Portimao. We'll follow Cube Master here. Ooh, as we hear a driver bounce off the rev limiter, that's not going to be good for his engine. Looks like that may or may not be RS200E. Ooh, not RS200E. Not sure who that would be. Maybe it is an LMP driver behind him that I'm hearing. Yeah, I think that's an LMP2, LMP1 driver behind. Cube Master has a current 135.8. Will he be able to improve that and get himself out of that 8th spot? Ooh, there's a big crash behind it. It looks like he does not improve out of his spot. Your LMP1 grid will look like the following. Brooklyn has taken pole position overall and in LMP1. Second place is Dej Soke. Third place will be Charlie. Fourth place will be Meaty Chip. Second place, taking your LMP2 pole sitter, is RP with a 133.817. And a second behind him is Edshot in second place, and then another second or so behind Edshot is Storm. And then your bottom four of LMP2 will be Cube Master, Bad VR, RS200E, and Alex. Your GTE grid looks the following. Insane Scotsman is on provisional pole. Oh, as Insane Scotsman has a one-place grid penalty, which means Godek has provisional pole, or has pole over Insane Scotsman. Insane Scotsman went about 4/10 of a second faster than Godek, but the one-place grid penalty of Insane Scotsman puts Godek on pole. Insane Scotsman will be second with Lots third, Skane fourth, and Oxygen fifth. Your three GT3 drivers will be WMDR Martin, yeah, Ugaf. Let's just go around with Ugaf and Buffs. Ugaf is in second place and Buffs in third place. Great to see those. Great to see a large field here. Not many drivers being mixed up. The biggest mix-up within classes is actually the GTE class with Martin, with the three GT3 drivers being ahead of Skane and Oxygen. Oxygen did not set a lap, so he will be starting last. As we wait for people to ready up to send it over to the race session, we will wait here. We will wait here. There's one driver in the pit lane just driving around. As we're just waiting here, waiting for racing to begin here at Algarve. yeah, I'm looking to see how looking forward to see how these LMP2 drivers do here. I think this LMP2 field has pretty much. I think anyone can win this LMP2 grid. LMP1 is also anyone's shot. I think WMDR Martin has the biggest places to lose. If you see the grid, what is happening here? As the grid just, what is happening here? And there's only 2 drivers left on the field. What is happening here? Looks like we might have to refresh the server here. Looks like we are going to refresh the server. I'm not sure what happened there. Looks like we're going to restart the lobby here. So I'm not sure how the grid's going to set up here. Are we going to, hopefully we should be able to do a cool or a warm-up lap and get everyone in their correct positions here for the start of this race. Sitting around here waiting for everyone to rejoin the session. If you're interested at all in joining Formula GT Racing League, our link is on screen, discord.link/FGTRL. You're welcome here to join us of anyone apace. We love Project Cars 2, but I believe we're also starting to do some Assetto Corsa stuff, so if you're interested at all in that, come join us over here. We're still looking for people to join us. If you want to join our commentating team, I'm pretty sure we have some slots open. It looks like we're restarting the lobby here. About to get everyone on the racing grid here. It looks like we're all on the grid here. Classes are slightly mixed up here from qualifying order, with Edshot being the big loss here of 11th place. Looks like provisional pole has been taken, or pole position has been taken away from Godek. No, I don't want to quit the session. WDMR Martin is still on pole position. The GT3 field has been left exactly how it was. And it looks like the GTE field has been fairly consistent also. LMP2 has had a slight mix-up, and I don't really think guys in LMP1 really care where they are. Those guys are all really quick and are happy racing each other anyways. As well, waiting here for the race here to start. It's Soke in first place, Brooklyn in second place. That completes your first row. Your second row consists of Meaty Chip and Formula GT Racing League Charlie. Ooh, it sounds like we might be ready to go green here, and yes, we are here at Algarve. Let's hop onto track side. And we're green in Portimao. And we are just setting up the formation lap now to get everyone in their correct positions here. And it looks like Brooklyn's going to retake his pole position with Dej Soke in second place. Meaty Chip in third place and Charlie in fourth place. I believe those two need to switch. Maybe not. And then you have RP. Oh, I'm not really sure what's up here, but RP's in the lead of LMP2 with Edshot being in second place. Storm in. Oh, looks like Charlie's just helping people reorganize into their correct spots. Storm here in 6th place, Cube Master in 7th place, Bad in 8th place, RS200E in 9th place, Alex in 10th, Charlie's not 11th, Godek 11th, and Saint Scott's in 13th. Lots 14th, Gain 15th, Oxygen 16th, Martin 7th place, Uguff in 18th, and Buzz in 19th. Charlie's going to be starting to work down the grid here, make sure everyone's at their correct place. Sounds like we're starting to get off underway here. More and more drivers using their gas pedal more here, starting to increase pace. So we'll watch Brooklyn here come up through, I believe that should be turn 10 of Portimao. Yes, it is. We're about 2/3 of the way done with this formation lap here. And let's hop on board just for a brief second of Meaty Chip to see what he'll see as he is starting this race here. Drivers trying to warm up their brakes and tires here, desperately to get temperature in this cold afternoon, like night session at Portimao here. Starting to warm up tires in a 3x3 position. I don't believe that's correct. It sounds like more drivers are starting to get a little bit antsy, waiting to get going here. Looks like we'll be starting in splits here. Charlie's up. Hello, camera. Yep. No, it's actually Charlie way back down there still. And here we go. See the top 4 of the LMP1 drivers coming across the start line now. The LMP2 drivers in the back. And it's green in Portimao where Brooklyn looks like he got a poor start, which gives... No, Brooklyn has the lead over Dej. The number... Ooh, Dej moving all over the place. Slightly tapping Brooklyn. Does not send him around, though. A good recovery from Brooklyn. The top on board with Dej. See if he can make a move down into this little hairpin here. Both drivers taking slightly different lines. Now they're side by side running up the hill. Oh, both good racing from both of these drivers. Good awareness. Neither driver close enough to make a move. Ooh, Dej has a slight sideways moment out, which might give Charlie the does not give Charlie the chance to capitalize on that. I did not realize Charlie was not that close. Let's head down your field to the LMP field, as there's actually a really good battle for about 8th place here between Bad and Human. And it looks like that battle has subsided quite quickly. Cube Master. Let's head down the field to see the GTE field. It looks like lots of Insane Scotsmen are going at it here. Let's hop on board with Insane Scotsman to see his point of view into this battle here. Scotsman falling off the back of Lots just a little bit. Lots running slightly wide there, which might give Insane Scotsman, and does give Insane Scotsman a better run out of the corner. That closes the gap ever so slightly there, which gives Scotsman the slight edge. Ooh, and it seems like Lots sent it a little bit deep. Insane Scotsman using all of the curbing there and trying to get this Porsche as close as he can to that Ferrari's exhaust. Q Master's up into 9th. Martin's up into 14th. Martin is your GT3. Ooh, there's a spinner off there. Is that is Godek. That is unfortunate to see. That he rejoins the track safely, navigating all around these drivers. LMP2 driver coming up through the field there after must have been a collision. Hear that LMP2. Man, that LMP2 is loud. Unfortunate to see Godek second to last in the GTE field. Oh, as Alex has another spin in the background there. Gets it moving cleanly. Doesn't look like there's too much damage to his car, so must have just been some spins alone, as there's a battle between Uga and Godek here. This is a multi-class battle. GTE versus a GT3 behind. GTE should be a little bit quicker through the corners. Let's see if this GT3 can do anything about it. Does not seem like he can, but he's only a second clear of Ugg. So we'll work our way up through the field to see any close battles. There's still a really close battle between Insane Scotsman and WDR Martin. Let's hop on board Martin to see this battle occur. Both drivers keeping it nice and clean through this final corner. Looks like Insane Scotsman might have gotten down on the power a little bit earlier than Martin, which gives Scotsman the chance to run down this main straight here. Both drivers braking at the about same point. Martin chucking it in, using all the curbing he can get and all the grip he can get on these tires. Looks like Skane already has a blue flag. That's unfortunate to see. Your fastest final sector is Brooklyn. Looks like Brooklyn has held a commanding lead over this race here so far. Martin a little bit earlier on the power to push it up this hill. And it looks like Insane Scotsman's struggling for some grip here. Ooh, as there's a LMP2 here of RS200E. Let's see how these guys maneuver through. Martin making the maneuver easy over RS200E. RS200E later on the brakes, which puts him. But RS200E backs off, gives Martin the racing room that he needs to continue battling with Insane Scotsman. Insane Scotsman actually collides with RS200E. And it looks like Insane Scotsman now has lost the position over. There's an LMP2 sliding sideways across both drivers of WDR Martin and Insane Scotsman. Collides with both of them, thankfully not too much damage. Looks like those might have been LMP1 drivers. Oh, in the background you have a good battle between, I don't know who that is, a Ferrari of Lots, maybe? Cannot see who that is. Godek and Oxygen is that's a good battle there between these two. Oxygen, a really consistent driver in this GT3, or GTE, excuse me. Looks like that Ford might be struggling out of corners a little bit more than this Ferrari. I've seen that Ford use a lot of curb and sliding it around. I'm wondering if he's starting to struggle with some tire wear. As up ahead, you see Martin and Insane Scotsman go side by side. This is a great multi-class battle between GTE and GT3. Looks like Martin has the outside line, but gets the power down earlier and gets it through Insane Scotsman. It's a nice overtake from Martin there, typical of Martin's overtakes, but now Insane Scotsman is vulnerable to Godek's attack. And you can see those GT3s have white headlights and the GTEs have yellow headlights. An easy way to discern the two from each other. Neither Insane Scotsman or Godek close enough to make any maneuvers. Godek taking the inside line, slowly closing on Insane Scotsman. Godek pulling up the inside line. It's a drag race over the front start-finish line. Godek starting to slightly pull away, but will be able to Godek make a move under Insane Scotsman. Yet he does. Insane Scotsman now loses 12th place to Godek, but not if he says anything about that. Down into turn 3. Not close enough to make any kind of moves and regain that position. Let's head up the... Ooh, as there's an LMP2 of RS200E spinning off twice. Rejoins the track safely, though. Ooh, as we see Meaty Chip maneuver these LMP... or GTEs here. Meaty Chip using the inside line, but backs him off, gives some space. Ooh, as that's Formula GT Racing lead Charlie off in this distance. Looks like he spun. That's unfortunate. One of our head moderators here. Ah, that's unfortunate to see. Hopefully he can start getting the paces back up. Running down the field to see some gaps here. Looks like these GTs are holding a better battle here. It looks like Godek now looking to attack Martin here. Let's actually hop on board with... Ooh, isn't... Martin has a large mistake out of that corner. Gives Godek the chance to run side by side down through turn 15 as they're rubbing wheel to wheel there. Bouncing all over the track. Martin picking up the draft off of Godek. On the run down to turn 1. Martin taking a little bit inside line, trying to find a gap in Godek to maybe take a move down into turn 3. Not close enough to do anything about it, though. It's a nice little battle forming up here between the GTEs and LMP, or GT3s and GTEs. Heading down the field, see if there's any closer battle. Driver's starting to be spaced out here a little bit. Ooh, as Skane puts it off Looks like that might be... I'm not sure where that is. Might be turn 4. Oh, Skane has a little bit of lag. Actually, that would have been turn 8. As let's highlight Brooklyn here. Brooklyn holding a commanding lead over the LMP1s here so far. Making his way through the LMP2 field. Actually sending a little bit deep. That's a lot of bit deep. That's a lot of bit deep, which gives the LMP2 beside him the chance to battle out of the position, but the speed and pace of the LMP1 does not allow him to do so. Man, these LMP1s sound good here at Algarve. And it looks like Brooklyn will still hold a commanding lead. We're only about 15 minutes into the race and already has a 7-second gap over Dej. And here's Dej battling with another LMP2. Dej on the power early, trying to get this thing through. You can hear these cars screaming. Through turn 15 they go, down fast hill right hand corner. It's a very hard corner in some cars, and I presume it would be very easy in these LMP2s. Oh, excuse me, LMP1s, if they have a lot of downforce. Heading through the field to see if there's any close battles here. And it looks like Lots is your GTE leader here so far. I don't believe Lots has had to do much battling to get that position here. Just let Godok, Martin, and St. Scotsman battle away for position while Lots runs away. Martin only 3 seconds behind Godok, but it looks like that gap's starting to close a little bit. St. Scotsman runs wide after Martin, tries to get any position through it, but not close enough. And here's where the field starts to bunch or gap out a little bit. Here's Ruse making his way through. I believe that would have been Alex, looking to possibly close the gap onto Uguff. Looks like Uguff might be picking up a time penalty here, but dismays it quite quickly. Boo's a newcomer here to the series. Looking forward to see how he does here. Looks like he has not raced here before with Formula GT racing. So good to see a newcomer here. Deals with this multi-class traffic quite well. Charlie here is your most experienced racer in this group. Charlie is also your head of Formula GT racing. Head up through the field. Actually, as we see, Cube Master already entering the pits, looking to maybe get some new tires, new gas. There is a mandatory pit, not necessarily because we need one. Everyone will run out of fuel in a 90-minute race if they don't do it. So, Cube Master looking to refuel, get some stuff into his car. Maybe taking some more tires, brakes, accelerator. It looks like his pit board is up to move, so it looks like he's now clear to go as we see him exit his pit stall now. Alex is actually starting to struggle a little bit to this LMP in this LMP2, looking to fall back down the positions. Alex also looks to be a new comer to the series. Good to see more and more drivers come up through here, letting the LMP2 lap field up through. It looks like the field's starting to spat out a little bit more. Q-Master out. No, Q-Master out into 10th after his early pit stop. Looks like I'm betting he will want to stay on his tires for as long as he can, letting another lap to the car driver through, running off to let him through and give him all the space he needs. Also try and find Lots here. It looks like Lots still taking this GTE lead. Lots is an experienced driver here, I believe. Looks like it's his third only start here in Formula GT racing. But yet his third only start gets him his GTE provisional or GTE lead here so far in 9th place overall. Let's head up to your LMP2 leader of RP. RP, I believe, is also another new driver here to FGTRL. Good to see that. A lot of newcomers here taking pole position, taking the lead of their class. RP, I don't have much information on a lot of these drivers as they're new here. Wish I could tell you more, but looks like RP's has a excellent amount of car control and throttle control to keep this car on track. I've yet to see him once go off track. And it looks like Dej is now taking the lead of LMP1. Dej has now took LMP1 position over Brooklyn. Let's see what Brooklyn has to say about that. Drafting off of Dej through the front stretch. Taking the inside line down hard onto the brakes as they're side by side through turn 1. It looks like Brooklyn has now taken the lead back of LMP1. Actually, it looks like Dej might have spun. Oh, was there a little bit of a contact there to get Brooklyn the position back? I'm wondering if Brooklyn's not happy with that move there. I'm betting. Ooh, and it looks like there's another battle here between Storm and Edshot. We'll head on board Storm here to see this move happen. Drafting off of Edshot there, coming across the start-finish line. Let's head trackside. Watch this battle here as the cameras don't know who to follow. It looks like Storm is ahead of Edshot. Edshot using the inside line takes a position away from Storm. This is your second place battle for LMP2. And now it looks like Storm's under attack from Bad VR. Bad VR taking the inside line. Hard later on the brakes, pushing Storm wide a little bit. Oh, but both drivers having a poor exit out of the final corner. See who gets the run down onto Samsung. Neither driver being close. Ooh, as one driver locks up. Neither driver is being able close enough to make a move. That's unfortunate to see. As we see here, RP making his way through Lots, I believe that is. No, yes, maybe. Yes, that is Lots there. Lots still holding her GTE lead, or pole position. Pole position. Lead. Yeah, GTE lead. Martin still holds the GPE lead position here. Good to see that. Martin, a very well-reserved driver here at FGTRL. Has a lot of good control. I raced against him in the 2.4 of Le Mans here, and I was just not able to make any gaps, make any time up to Martin. It's unfortunate to see. Martin took the lead, or took the class win of the GPE at Le Mans here. Looks like Godek's starting to pull away a little bit. Ooh, there's a battle between some LMP2 drivers there, I believe. Martin giving plenty of space for those guys to race. Looks like it might be Bad and Storm. Bad and Storm are racing here again. Let's hop on board a roof cam. Looks like this actually might be a three-way battle for second place here again. Storm actually looks like he lost some positions to Bad. Ooh, all drivers send it deep through turn 13. That's not what any of those drivers wanted for as close a battle of this is. It looks like Storm's maybe starting to fall off the back of the pack. Bad, using all the track he can get, trying to use all the track, which gets him extra speed. All drivers drafting through the start-finish straight, but neither close enough to make a move, and it looks like there's another GTE car ahead. Yes, that is the number 7 of... That's the number 7 Ford of... That should be... Got it. All drivers making it clear, making it clean through Godek there. Was there side by side through a corner? I've been turn 13. Still battling for this position here in the night at Portimao. Bad looking, having a lot of excellent control. There's an LMP1 spinning off in the distance. That might be Meaty Chip. Yes, that is Meaty Chip. That's unfortunate to see. Trying to make it through the LMP2 field, but doesn't able to do it. Your LMP2 leader is still RP. Yes, RP is a newcomer to this league and holding a commanding lead over this race here. Night driving here at Portimao presents a lot of challenges. As it's dark, it's hard to see this track, and this is a very tight, twisty, undulating track, which means you need to see everything that's coming. And if you do not have enough practice on this track, don't know the track that well, man, it's going to be a hard one. We're about 30 minutes into the race, and we've completed 18 laps in the LMP1. Ooh, is Bad left another LMP1 through. That's doing due diligence. Looks like that might be Meaty Chip as Bad has a slight overspeed moment that looks like to be the number 42 of Charlie going through. Let's watch this. No, that would have been... Is there a battle? No, it looks like that might be RS200E off in the back. That's important to see. Is there any battle between LMP1, or is this just all lap battles here? Looks like there's lap battles. Here's Meaty Chips making his way up through the field. But who is that behind? Is that... Oh, I just happened to notice this. Thank you, Trusty Communist and Ford Reable, for following my Twitch here. That greatly appreciate it. All you guys are working me towards affiliate. So glad to see Meaty Chip running off through the hard uphill of turn 4. Ooh, Meaty Chip sends it off wide through, and gives the number 53 of... Wait, what? How's... That's number 53. And who did he let through? It's clearly LMP1 with the taillights. Ah, it's number 42 of Charlie, I believe. Maybe it's Brooklyn. No, it's Brooklyn. Man, it's really hard to see those numbers at night. As Edshot and Bad are still battling it for second place here. It looks like Edshot has gotten lost of position to Bad. Bad is now a minute and a nearly a whole lap behind. Yeah, minute 4 seconds behind the LMP2 leader. Looks like he's gonna have some work to do to regain or to get the race lead out. That's the LMP1 of... Ooh, as Edshot spins it through turn 1, struggles to regain control, but pushes Storm off the track, but able to accept the position. No, Storm also pushes himself off track, which gives Edshot the position. It's a great little battle here. Loss of control battle. But it is still a battle to be watching on track. These three drivers still battling it out for track position now. They are battling for third place in their class, 7th overall. Both drivers keeping it nice and clean through the start-finish straight. Storm half a second off at the back of the Edshot. Let's hop on board to see how the lines vary. Storm trying to use all the track he can gain advantage over Edshot. I've had some good races here with Storm and had some good commentaries with Storm. Looks like Edshot sends it a little deep. Edshot defends from Storm. Storm's earlier down in the power. Side by side up through uphill of 10, I believe, or 5 of them. They're side by side bumping. Edshot has his elbows out to take the position back from Storm. But Storm has something to say about that, trying to push it up the inside, but not close enough to keep it there. Edshot keeps his third place. RP still holding a commanding lead over these LMP2 fields. Let's head down the field to see any battles. It looks like there's not a lot on track right now. Dej is only 12 seconds off of the back of Brooklyn, making his way through the GP3 of Buzz. Keeping it uphill, pushing it uphill. Drivers keeping it nice and clean through this tight, twisty section of Portimao. It's really hard to get right in the cars I've been driving around here. I actually have a league race here coming up in tomorrow at Formula. In another league, I will plan on serving that here also. So hope you guys enjoy that. And it looks like we are now an hour left of the race, with your class leaders being Brooklyn in the LMP1, RP in LMP2, Lots in GTE, and WDMR Martin in GT3. I had no doubt WDMR Martin would be the GT3 leader here, but I am, and no shock from Lots being your GTE leader here, but man, RP has shown a lot of potential here tonight. I'm glad to see him taking this commanding lead over Bad here. Looks like Bad might be closing this gap a little bit. It was in minute 5 or so. Actually, it looks to be closing down quite quickly. Granted, it does matter where on track you are, so this timing sheet's not exactly the most accurate, but it looks like Bad is catching RP quite consistently. Let's head down to the field to see someone I haven't shown much right now. Alex is having a rough first outing with this LMP2 here. Hope he can improve his positions, fight his way up through the field. Let's actually see. We do have some penalties handed out within the first 30 minutes of the race. It looks like Dej Soke has a 3-second time penalty. Meaty Chip has a 1-second time penalty. Blas has a 6-second time penalty. Godek has a 1-second time penalty. WDMR Martin has a 2-second time penalty. Algarve has a 1-second time penalty. And RS200E has a 50-second time penalty. Maybe a jump start. Maybe halfway track limits, speeding in the pit lane. Not really sure what's happening there, but everyone on LMP2 besides Meaty Chip is on the lead lap of 42. LMP1, excuse me. And it looks like all of the LMP2s are on the lead lap of 22 laps. GTEs are the most spread out as a class because of WDMR Martin. And then GT3, they're also being spread out quite heavily because of WDMR Martin. Looks like there's a battle happening. If I can get the sheet up there, it looks like Alex has made his way through someone. That would have been an... Actually, no. And LMP1 has made his way through Alex. Saint Scotsman now falling off the back of WDR Martin quite heavily. Sad to see. Those drivers had a great battle earlier on in the race. But Scotsman does have a good amount of consistency, so he should be able to regain those positions quite quickly. Looks like Godek is slowly pulling through Martin. Martin about 6 seconds off of Godek. But Lots is still holding the GTE lead. Not a lot of battles happening, actually. Just a little disappointing, even with 16 drivers left on track. A couple drivers probably leaving due to network issues. Not see who has left, unfortunately. And it looks like Brooklyn's still pulling away from Dej. Dej is now about 17 seconds behind. RS200E struggling quite heavily here in the LMP2. RS200E pulling off, letting the LMP1 through. Looks like that might be Meaty Chip. That's his teammate of Dej. Charlie's having some bad luck here today. I believe was leading the race temporarily. Working his way through the field now. That should be Insane Scotsman. Welcome, Oxygen. What happened there? I see you said you're not racing. You were in qualifying session. What happened there? Still following Charlie here. Thank you, Oxygen, for following. I need to add a overlay notification here for you guys, because I don't know why you're not hearing who is following. But thank you so much, Oxygen, for following. You have just gotten me past halfway on the follower count for affiliates, so thank you guys. Thank you so much. And we're heading through the field now. Seeing any close battles. Actually, looks like Storm's quite out on his own here. Storm's holding the final LMP2 podium position. Cube Master in 4th place. Only 6 LMP2 drivers left. Your 3 GT3 drivers here tonight are still in the race. Looks like Buzz is ahead of Uguth. And excuse me if I'm pronouncing any of your guys' name wrong. Please tell me in the stream chat or message me in Discord. Godok looking to make his action. No, that's just an LMP. LMP1 making his way through Godok. Man, these LMP1s, every time I seem to hop to a GT driver, these LMP1 or LMP2 drivers make a way through. But it looks like Dej is about 12 or so seconds off of Brooklyn. Looks like Brooklyn might have been having made some mistakes then if he has Dej has caught up that much. Brooklyn typically a quite consistent driver here. I'm not actually. Let me see who won the Le Mans race. Le Mans was looks like I actually don't know who your Le Mans winner was. How do I not know this? It's got to be there somewhere. Besides the point. Keeping his way through. Dej keeping calm, lapping drivers, still closing that gap to Brooklyn. It's a big gap to be closing. Brooklyn. And it looks like actually Buzz. Oh, as we see Insane Scotsman entering the pits, I was wondering why Boo's has made a couple positions up. That would explain why. As Alex is also in the pits. And welcome, Nevo. Oh no, you got killed. What happened? I was edge shot. Oh no, that sucks. Unfortunate to hear. Got hit behind, flipped the car. Oh no, are you kidding me? Oh, that's unfortunate to hear. Lost entire front and rear wing. Didn't want to repair it and just too much damage to carry on. That's unfortunate to hear. Headshot. Great to see you had a good amount of airtime here. That's unfortunate to hear. Oh, as we see top two drivers of LMP1, Dej and Brooklyn in the pit. Let's see who's undercuts. Let's see undercuts each other in the pits. Who gets out earlier? And it looks like it's Brooklyn. Does Dej close that gap anyway? Oh no, Nevo, you ended up speeding in the pit lane. Car was dead. Ah. Oxygen said his internet broke down to Steam first and twice a day. Ow, that's... Yeah, I know that feeling. I've had that happen before. That was how I was taken out of a 24 hours of Daytona race here on Project Cars 2. There's a Kaspersky driver spinning off the track. It looks like that might have been... Is there a Kaspersky GT car? It's definitely not Martin. It's not Buzz. Can't be an LMP2. It would have been Uga. Oh, that's unfortunate to see. Yeah, you were on track to get a podium. Yeah, that's unfortunate here now. Storm now has that final podium position. I think you had a really good chance to keep that podium position. And it looks like Uga is just trying to make his way through the field, but not close enough to do anything about it. Uga is a lap down on his GT3 leader of Martin. Looks like Charlie and Meaty Chip has now entered the pits. Any additional penalties have been handed out. Looks like Insane Scotsman has increased his time penalty count. Other than that, nothing else. Get that timing sheet out of the way as we follow Insane Scotsman coming across the start-finish line. Now, question to the guys in chat: what are some of your favorite cars to drive in Project Cars 2? Mine is probably by far the McGann touring car. As we're about halfway through the lap now. Halfway through the lap. Oh wow, getting worse. Halfway through the race. Looks like halfway through the race. Brooklyn is holding the LMP1 race lead. RP is holding the LMP2 class lead. Lots is holding the GTE race lead. And WDMR Martin's holding the GTE race league. So now back to the question of what are your favorite cars? Agreeable says is a Ford Focus. Krusty Communist says it is the go-kart. And And Edge Shop is the LMP2 or GT3 911. Those are good cars. If it wasn't the McGann touring car, it would probably be the GTE. No, it would be the Acura NSX GT3 or the Chevrolet Corvette GTE. Those were really fun cars. Great to see here. Community still driving some Project Cars 2 stuff. Project Cars 2 is slowly dying out in favor for games like AMS2, which uses the same engine, Assetto Corsa, and Assetto Corsa Competizione. But even ACC or Assetto Corsa started to die out a little bit too. Assetto Corsa Competizione. Excuse me. WDMR Martin letting the GT or LMP2 look through. Ooh, it looks like Bad VR is still quite close to Storm. Actually, oh wait. Bad VR is below Storm. Storm overtook Bad VR at one point. Ooh, that's unfortunate to see. Yeah, PC3 is more of a Forza for me. Fortunate PC3 didn't take off like it was expected to. As we're watching... Who do I want to watch? Let's watch... Who have I not shown a lot? I haven't shown Storm much. Let's watch Storm here. I believe he's newcomer. Let me pull up to see if he actually is. Yeah, it does look like Storm's quite new here to this league. So obviously great to see another newcomer here in this LMP2 field. Storm holding second place from Bad and slowly pulling away from Bad, actually. Bad still in the distance back there. Looks like Storm spin it, which puts Bad, which gives Bad the position. Storm not close enough to get the power down and take the position back. Neva says, I was fighting with Storm. Yes, you were. Definitely were. I was definitely watching that one as there's another LMP one through. As we're still going through this race here, fighting isn't nuts. I meant wheel to wheel, oh my gosh. Fighting wheel to wheel equals good. Fist to fist fighting equals not good. You guys know what to do. Fight on track, not fight wheel to wheel on track, not fist to fist. Got it? Good. Okay, let's follow RP here. We haven't shown him much. Obviously he is a newcomer to this series. Punch. RP here new to this series, holding commanding lead of about 1.5 laps over Bad VR, as that's Meaty Chip spinning off in the distance. That's unfortunate to see. RP has pretty much pulled away from the lead. I'm not sure how he was able to do it. But yeah, that's obviously unfortunate to see. But awesome to see RP pulling away like he is. I'm not sure who has or has not taken their pits yet. I've not fully watched, to be honest. I remember he was over a second lap faster. That's crazy that you can be a second lap faster. Your LMP1 has completed 35 laps here now. RP having a scary amount of consistency here, looking to see how he does in the rest of the season. We don't the dates for the next season for the rest of the season has not been announced yet, unfortunately, but we are working on it. No, the next track will be the Hockenheim Grand Prix circuit. Looks like we're doing a lot of Grand Prix racing here. Can we watch some Charlie now? Sure, let's... RS200 with the insane... Yeah, I saw that. I'm not exactly sure how you get a 50-second time penalty. I'm guessing jump start and heavy amount of track limits. Insane Scotsman also has a hefty time penalty count. Let's watch some Charlie here, because supposedly there's some good battles. Have not highlighted these LMP ones often enough here tonight, so thank you guys for suggesting that. Charlie, obviously, being the head of Formula GT, and I believe the LMP1 class is locked to your champions. Charlie making his way up through this hill. Man, that's just the insane amount of speed these things have. And it's just scary to see how these guys just able to do that. It's so impressive. The reaction time must be spot on every single time, and it's, man, that's hard. That's very hard to have that insane amount of reaction time over a lap in over an hour and a half long race. Can I pull up the... Oh, that's not gonna tell me, Jack. Crap. Any close battles anywhere? Lots is 12 seconds clear of Cube Master, but that's a multi-class battle. It's not even a 4-position battle. Godex pulled away from Martin about by 13 seconds, but Godex still a good... Actually, Godex has closed the gap to Lots by about... I'm gonna say it's about 50 seconds. That's impressive time to close over about 15 minutes. Insane Scotsman is 18 seconds off Buzz. Insane Scotsman's in the pits again. Looks like there's some front end damage, maybe collected a wall. Oh, you guys in chat are cracking me up. Great to see you guys chatting all over in that. That helps me get affiliate there soon. Looks still have a good amount of things to complete before I get affiliate. Just need about double the followers, and a higher average, it looks like, but that average will come up here. Looks like whoa, was that English there, Trevor? Not really sure. Let's cut back down. The spotter guide. Looks like Alex still struggling with this LMP2 here. Storm is now in the pits in the LMP2, which gives Bad the position if he didn't have it. I don't remember what order people were in. And it looks like Cube Master might be looking to carry a time penalty here. No driver's looking to increase their time penalties here so far. St. Scotsman Rollins off. That's actually Ugg off ahead. Let's hop on the onboard camera of St. Scotsman to see how he battles with Ugg up here. This is a multi-class battle. GTE being a little bit quicker than the GT3 on acceleration, a little bit quicker in the corners. Holiday tree. I'm not even going to ask why you reacted with a holiday tree in the middle of September. Let's run with it. But it is Labor Day weekend here over in America, so maybe that's appropriate? I don't know. Ooh, as it looks like Ugg sends it a little bit deep. Ooh, as Brooklyn sets a new fastest lap here in a 124.5. That's really quick. Oh, no, now chat has just gone off with Santa. Oh, let's just... Oh, is Ugaf lets Insane Scotsman through. Quick reactions from Insane Scotsman allows that maneuver to be done safely. That was a little scary, and yeah, my chat has gone full Christmas mode. Let's just run with it. Unfortunately, you guys, if you're watching this on YouTube later, will not be able to see the chat because I haven't gotten the chat up. I need to figure something out for that. It'll be there in a minute. Just let's run with it. It's Christmas up in here. Yes, it is. I guess. To be fair, with the license rates, it might become Christmas soon. Maybe we should do a snow race. Idea we should suggest to Charlie. Guys, let's spearhead that. Let's go. About 35 minutes left of this race. Brooklyn holding your LMP1 lead here and overall lead. RP holding your LMP2 class lead as he passes. That's the number 17 of Alex there for class position. I would re-download the game for a snow race. One of my first socials I've ever done with a league was a snow race at Bathurst in the V8 Supercars, and oh my gosh, it was fun. It's a video on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. It probably has some of the worst editing quality I've ever done, but has some of the most views I've ever had on my channel, so... That's ironic how what you think some of the best edits are realistically some of the worst. So we see lots there now, battling with RS200E. Lots holding the GTE position, but looks like Godek is now 23 seconds off of Lot. That's... Yeah, Godek is on the pace, looking to take lots of position away from him. Looks like this Ford might be a little bit more unstable than the Ferrari, but pushes it heavier. Martin still holds your GT3 lead. And is only 10 seconds off of Godek, with that gap slowly increasing as Godek's increasing his run into Lutz, and that Lutz in the pits, which means Godek will most likely take the GTE class lead here, except for the fact that Godek pits also. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're gonna make me read this. No Trelly for following me. And if I put your name, I'm so sorry. But thank you guys for following me. Greatly appreciate it. Nope, that's... I can't see. Nope. There we go. We can see the game again. And it looks like Lotz still holds the GTE race, or GTE class lead. Oh, that's good. I didn't absolutely murder your name. No Trelly. Thanks. Welcome here. Thank you guys. Welcome here. Looking to start up more streams here soon. I will be streaming here later tonight, but not on this channel. If you want to check that out, that will be on Trackalicious, also on Twitch. I should here on my Twitch have a link to my Discord channel in my Twitch, so if you want to get all my stream notifications there, I'm going to try and be more active and start posting more on my YouTube and posting stream notifications on my Twitch, so on my Discord. So if you're wanting to see stream notifications, go up there. But hope to see you guys there over at Trackalicious stream tonight. Over there, we will be commentating Porsche Cups at some track. It's been the final preseason test. I'm not sure really where it is quite yet. And we are now just shy of 30 minutes left of this race. Martin's now 16 seconds ahead of Lotz. Pit stops have mix the fields up a little bit. Now with Ugaf being... Actually, Ugaf was still last in class. And seeing Scotsman has had some damage to his Porsche. That's a lot of damage, actually, to his Porsche. Godek is looking to be about a minute now off of Lots. Wow, so Godek has really lost out in that pit stop there. And how far is Bad? Bad is 1 minute 14 seconds off of RP. That's gonna be some catching up to do. We'll follow Charlie off through the gravel trap, I guess, because, you know, gravel traps are cool. Is it starting to get daylight here at Portimao? Looks like we started racing about right as 4 p.m. 4 a.m., excuse me. Cube Master in final LMP2 position, podium position, as Cube Master uses a little bit of gravel to I don't know what he was using the gravel to. Make a sandcastle on the gravel, I guess. I'm not really sure. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for following. I think we picked up about 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 followers today. That's great to see. 8 viewers to this video. Awesome. So awesome. Thank you guys so much for viewing my stuff live. Getting me chances to get English. Chances for me to get affiliate. We're about 2 hours into this stream. On the run up the hill through Hugh Master, that's a fast turn 4, as it starts to become daylight ever so quickly. Headlights may be starting to disappear for some drivers, as they decide they don't need it. Insane Scotsman's flirting with track limits again. Ooh, Lots has 12 seconds of time penalty. Brooklyn's the only LMP1 without a time penalty. RP Bad and and Storm are the only drivers in LMP2 to not have a... Oh, Alex, excuse me. Alex also doesn't have a time penalty. All only GT3 driver that does not have a time penalty is Buzz. So most drivers here carrying at least a second of time penalties. There we go. Let's hop on board. I don't know. Who do we want to hop on board? Haven't watched Cube Master much. Let's hop on a cockpit cam of this LMP2 here. There we go. Few mats are keeping it nice and tight through turn 3. It looks like Insane Scotsman has moved up to 2nd place, or 12th place for a brief minute. Is someone joining me? No. Looks like Insane Scotsman is now drafting off of the LMP2 of RP. Buzz giving him the RP plenty of position. Insane Scotsman is trying to take advantage of that. Do a switchback maneuver on Buzz to get 12th place back into Scotsman's hands. Scotsman being very patient with his position, takes a mistake, sends it through the chicane corner and misses Buzz. And thank you, Nevo, for following. You guys are making me do a lot of thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting me here tonight. Hopefully the stream looks good for you guys. Trying to work on my network load and make it so it's less choppy and nice for you guys, so. When it looks like Charlie has moved up to second place as Dej makes a pit stop as Insane Scotsman makes a mistake, spins into Bruz and causes both drivers more damage. That's unfortunate to see. Ooh, Insane Scotsman collects another driver, Godek. That's unfortunate. Godek might now have to make another pit stop with how much damage he might have collected in that secondary impact. Man, that's unfortunate to see. Insane Scotsman immediately pulls in the pits. As we see Storm in the pits now. Storm having it nice. Actually, it looks like Storm might have just taken a drive-through, but maybe I missed his pit stop. It's Insane Scotsman now pulls in to take his pit stop. Maybe repair damage, take new tires, get more fuel, which puts Guff up into 13th place. Godek's now up into 10th after Storm took his pit stop. Lots still holding your GTE class lead. But right now, WDMR Martin has the GT lead of GT3 and GT itself. Even though we're not splitting up GT and LMP classes like that to just generic GT and LMP, that's cool to see how little difference there is between this GTE and GTE classes. For the longest time, I actually thought GTE was a made-up class, to be honest, because I thought they were so similar to GT3s. Looks like Bad VR is still minute and 15 seconds off of RP. So he's not closing that gap by much. Meaty Chip spins off his LMP, resets back on track, and then takes 4th place still. So we hop on board the race leader of Brooklyn. Brooklyn keeping it nice and clean up there. The head is possibly Dej, possibly Meaty Chip. Ooh, as they collide. Both drivers keeping it nice and under control, though. Looks like it's a multi-class battle. That's the number I really cannot tell. That might be Meaty Chip spinning off in the background, number 53. Yes, that is. It's unfortunate to see Meaty Chip struggling with grip on this tight track here. Track should be starting to warm up now as it becomes daytime. Ooh, as Lots enters the pits, will that give Godek the race or the GTE class lead? Let's follow Godek there to see what he will do. It looks like Godek's ran off a little bit, but Lots still holds the GTE class lead, but now pulls a gap of 44 seconds to Martin. Man, there's not been a lot of close battles here today at Portimao. after the first half hour. That's unfortunate to see. This meaty chip makes his way up through a LMP2 driver. Q Master taking some heavy penalties now of 10 seconds, lots of 25 seconds, which may put Godek in the race GTE race lead after his penalties have been accounted for. Saying Scotsman has increased his penalty count to 15 seconds. Algarve has not. Storm may have increased his time penalties. Martin has increased his time penalties. And it looks like the LMP drivers have increased their time penalties all by 1. Ooh, his meaty chips has a nice recovery after having a half spin through the exit of turn 15. As you can still see the smoke out in the back after his half spin. Ooh, as you can hear him bouncing off the rev limiter. And the chat must have died off after the Christmas thing, because chat's been quieter than amount. Oh, Insane Scotsman and Meaty Ship has collided, but neither driver having too much damage from that collision. Meaty Chip sliding it through the hairpin. Meaty Chip using all of the gravel like it is a racetrack. Doesn't lose any time in the process, though. Lets his teammate a Dej up the inside. Looks like Meaty Chip's reaction times in that LMP1 is starting to suffer a little bit as there's a lot of traffic up here. Holy crap, that is 3 classes drivers. Ooh, his Meaty Chip collects the wall quite hard. Oh, that's unfortunate to see as we hear RP, the LMP2 class leader, making his way through all of these back markers in his own class and GTs. As it looks like number 17 slightly nudges. Oh, as there's a big collision between RP and Lot. That's a big one there. It's unfortunate to see. Meaty Chip spun out, and then there's a collision between Lots and and RP. And now all the drivers have spaced out again like nothing just happened. Godek looking to carry some quite heavy damage on that front of his GTE. Locks up quite heavily on the back tires. Looks to still be under control. Oops, some big lag moments there, letting... No, I don't want to leave. Ooh, Uggs has a big off moment also. Able to rejoin the track nice and safely, though. St. Scotsman's still carrying some heavy damage on that Porsche. Alex and RS200E, relatively close on track, but I'm not sure if they're close on timing. Actually, Alex and 200SE are battling for position here. As bizarre as it sounds, these two LMP2 drivers battling for the final position overall and in their class. They're 41 laps into the race. RS200E slides it a little bit, but has a better closing pace on Alex. Let's hop on board Alex and see how they get out of the chicane here. Oh, and it looks like that's RS200E's. Ooh, except RS200E. Both drivers actually put it wide through turn 14 there. And it looks like Alex is now down into 6th place in his class. And St. Scotsman is last in his class, with Algarve being last in his class. Yeah, not a lot of close battles being... Ooh, a Storm spins off in a nearly picture-perfect spin like Meaty Chips. As we see Godek here making his way, letting Charlie get through. Looks like Lot's now letting RS200E through, possibly. Not a lot of positions have been up for grabs here, but it looks like Bad VR is now about 40 seconds off RP. Collision between Lots and RP heavily favored Bad there. Ooh, it looks like Bad's might have made a mistake or nope, letting some lapped cars through. As that is off there. RP is, yeah, that's RP still alive. Mediachip's still alive. Ooh, is there's actually starting to be a close battle again. Charlie on Dej. Charlie's only about 7 seconds off of Dej. So you can see that's it's an LMP 2. Charlie making it nice and clean through that LMP 2 there. 15 minutes left of this race. Charlie using all the road he can get, but keeping it nice and clean there, not making too many mistakes. But it looks like Dej is slightly pulling at times. Actually, you can see Dej up ahead, ooh, that's Mediachip spun off again. It's unfortunate to see. Ooh, it's actually Charlie is now ahead of Dej. Was that Dej? That was Dej who spun off, not Mediachip. That was your position for second place. Charlie now has second place in his class and overall. Oh, and it looks like Dej is starting to struggle with his tires, maybe. Ah, it's unfortunate to see. He's starting to slide that LMP1 around. Oh, man, that's unfortunate to see. Heading back down through the field. Can't find any close battles. And Storm's about 20 seconds off of Godek. Oguf is about 10 seconds off of... Excuse me. Insane Scotsman is about 10 seconds off Oguf, and RS200E is about 10 seconds off of Insane Scotsman. Number 17 of... Alex carrying a lot of damage, so is Insane Scotsman. It's like Insane Scotsman struggling to keep it on track, struggling with some understeer. And Alex is now in the pits, and Brooke is now in the pits, which may or may not give Charlie the position. Will that give Charlie the race lead in LMP1? I do not believe so. Well, it looks like we've been the steady 16 drivers after the mass disconnects. Oh, as Charlie's now in the pits, which gives Dej the position over Charlie. And Brooklyn keeps the race lead. Mediachip's still out there driving. No, don't leave. Looks like Lots is maybe starting to catch Martin here a little bit. Lots has some heavy damage on his front, but still catching Martin up. Lots keeping it nice and clean through turn 14. Lots has had a commanding lead over this GTE field, and Martin has a commanding lead over this GT3 field, so I would love to see another battle between multi-class battle between the GT drivers of Martin and Lots, as there's another LMP1 of either Mediachip or Dej coming up through. Looks like it might be Dej. Brooklyn sets another fastest sector. Martin and St. Scotsman get some more time penalties due to track limits. Curious how the track limits is now looking. Ooh, Lotz has 27 seconds of time penalty, while Martin has 4 seconds of time penalty. Mediaship has 52 seconds. Man, there's some big time penalties being handed out here at Portimao. Looks like we're about over 2 minutes in total time penalties. Let me just total this up briefly. Ooh, was I hear another car off? Nearly 200 seconds of time penalties being handed out here in an hour-and-a-half race. We got 10 minutes left here. It looks like about 3 minutes of time penalties have been total handled out. It's a large amount of time penalties over a short period. It's as short as a 90-minute race. Brooklyn has set another fastest sector. Brooklyn has set a fastest sector in Sector 1. It was this big little traffic battle here, and it looks like that might be Mediachip behind. There's a lot of traffic here now. Martin makes his way through. That would be number 17, I believe. Do Alex? Lots is 17 seconds ahead of Martin. That looks like that would be. That would have been Ugaf ahead of Martin there. Ugaf's give Martin plenty of space to take the overtake. Martin slowly closing the gap to Lots. But first he has to get through Insane Scotsman. Martin, a very well-respected driver here at FGTRL in his other leagues. Really quick, I simply just can't keep up with him. I'm not the quickest ever, I just simply can't keep up with him. And I usually can keep up with people. There's just no chance I could keep up with Martin. When it looks like Dej is possibly trying to make a move down on some multi-class. That's actually RP right there making a mistake. But no one's close. His rival's not close enough to make any considerable amount of a position over that. And Saint Scotsman gets another time penalty. Saint Scotsman's now up to 19 seconds of time penalties. There we go. And that looks like that would be Charlie up ahead, making it through Martin. That Marsh Team Racing LMP1 looks really good. That's Insane Scotsman up ahead. And actually looks like Martin's starting to pull away from Locke. Locke's starting to pull away from Martin. There's not battle here between RP and Cube Master. Cube Master looking to keep himself only 2 laps down. RS200E takes another time penalty for track limits. I am that patron guy. I am Alex. I am on AI by now. You know you can take back control of your car, right, Alex? You just, when you request a pit stop, go into the menu where it says switch to AI and then say no, and it should give you back control of the car. I know it's 6 minutes left of the race, but you can take that car control back if you opt to. And it looks like Brooklyn has set another fastest sector. Brooklyn set another fastest sector. Sector 2, Sector 1 have gone to Brooklyn's. Brooklyn. That's your fastest LMP 1 time has been a 1:23.7. It's not accelerating at all. Oh, it's unfortunate to hear, Alex. I hope to see you next race at Hungaroring, whenever that is scheduled for. Got lapped by GT3 cars while being on max throttle. Oh no. And you're in LMP2, so yeah, I can see that. Oh, that's unfortunate to hear. Yeah, I can see why your car is now a little bit slow. RS200E making his way through Lots there. Lots giving him plenty of space, giving him position. Lots actually starting to carry some front end damage on that GTE. Godek still 30 seconds back. I'm not sure if he can capitalize on any mistake. Wow, Lots goes really wide through that final corner there. Opting to not lift and gain a second on Godek. RP still has held a commanding lead over this GTE race, and Saint Scotsman takes another time penalty. There's Alex's AI. Saint Scotsman is now up to 22 seconds of time penalties. Scotsman. Yes, what about Scotsman? Meaty Chip. Has Meaty Chip picked up any more time penalties? No. Ooh, that Meaty Chip's front end does not look right. It's unfortunate to see. When we see here the leader of the race and his class, Brooklyn, here making his way through some black cars. Brooklyn holding a commanding lead on 61 laps, is the only driver on the lead lap anymore. The only two drivers on the same lap anymore are the two GTE drivers of Lots and Godek. Storm's also on the same lap, but not for class position. Dej and Charlie are also on the same lap for class position, but quite far away. As Bad VR takes a pit stop here, most likely gonna run out of fuel if he opted to stay. Lots keeping it nice and clean through this final sector. Lots still has the GTE lead. Martin still has the GT3 lead. Not many battles happening for class positions. RP now takes the pits. That's interesting. Now RP is into the pits. That's... Wow, yeah, that is, yeah, that's gonna be... That might give Bad... No, I don't believe Bad's gonna be getting positioned there. Is Uguf gonna take a pit stop? Or take a time penalty here? RS200E makes his way up to 14th after Uguf lets him through. Buzz has to make a way through. Actually, that would have been Godok making his way through Buzz. Or Booze. I don't know how you're saying it. I'm sorry. Storm now off gravel there. Up through, I believe that would have been turn 10. No, turn 8, excuse me. Let's hop on board Buzz, as this is the only super close battle on track, even though it's not for position. Ooh, and actually looks like Buzz has a little bit more straight line speed over Godok. Both drivers keeping it nice and clean. Actually, Buzz keeping it within track limits. Godok pushes track limits a little bit more. Buzz has a step of oversteer out of turn 2. And Buzz now lets an LMP 2 through. The number 42 of Cube Master. Cube Master now trying to make his way up through. Actually, now we are on the final lap. Time has now ran out. Drivers will complete this lap and start another one. As Cube Master makes a move up the inside, how will that affect Buzz? And there's another LMP2. Actually, that's an LMP1 flying up there. And now the race is complete. Brooklyn has taken the race lead, or the race win. Brooklyn has won the first race of the season in the LMP1. And it looks like that is Lots is... No, that is not Lots. And it looks like that is Lots' class win here at Algarve. All 8 RP here looking to maybe take Martin not close enough to take class win here yet. RP coming up through turn 9. This should be 10 here. And 11. So your following drivers have finished: Brooklyn, Charlie, Bad VR, Cube Master, Lots, Godok, Buzz, Oof, RS200E, Alex. And now we're following RP coming across the final corner here to take his LMP2 class win, his maiden race win here in... Was there some big crashing happen after the start-finish line? And that's RP's race win there. So we're trying to follow WDMR Martin coming across the start-finish line now. WDMR Martin takes his class win. And that was a good race, ladies and gentlemen, there. Your finishing positions are in LMP1, Brooklyn, Dejsoke, Charlie, Meaty Chip, Brooklyn taking his, I don't know, what would that be, 10th win? Brook taking his 43rd win here. Dejsoke in second place, Charlie in third place, Meaty Chip in fourth. RP takes his maiden race win in his class, followed by Cube Master, Storm, RS200E, and Alex. WDMR Martin takes his 4th class win here. Buzz is third. Ogaf in third. And then I think I missed GTE. I'm sorry. GTE went to... I'm not exactly sure who. Let's see if I can get someone in reviews. Your GT3 race winner went to, I believe that was You took GT3 race win. I am going to drag your LMP1 race winner in. Welcome, Charlie. Wait, Charlie.
Yes.
No. You're not the LMP1 race winner. That's Brooklyn. Nope, you're gone. And Brooklyn, congratulations on the season opening race win here.
Hi.
Congrats on the race win.
Yeah.
You
It was
basically,
hard, I mean.
yeah, it was a hard race. But you also had great lead over that race. Not many other drivers took overall race win or overall race lead for long.
Yeah. I think the only two people were Charlie and Desh.
So
Charlie
yeah,
got passed when I pitted, yeah.
happy with that performance.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I got the fastest lap by quite a bit and just led most of the race. It's a good victory.
And looking forward to Hockenheim next time.
Yeah, Hockenheim's one of my favourite tracks, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. Be a good race.
Yeah. That was a good race from you. And if you have nothing else to add, you are free to go.
Okay, thank you.
See if I can possibly pull in the LMP2 next. If he does not, I will pull in the GT3 race. So, and I kind of like to do this in order if possible. And let's just pull Martin in. He's here. And Martin is now in here, your GT3 race winner.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pretty interesting race. Lots of lapping and getting lapped. Definitely did not expect to finish in front of the GTEs. I thought I'd be behind at least two of them, but I think something might have happened to them after the pit stops.
Yeah, that was a great race from you. Held the GTE or GT3 race lead pretty much the whole time. Yeah, were you excited that you held that class lead pretty much the whole race?
I mean, yeah, but my race was more with the GTEs for this one. I remember I was chasing Scotsman early on, but apparently he'd forgotten to switch out of lean mix, which is why I was able to catch up to him. But then he ended up getting hit from behind by one of the LMPs, I think.
Oh.
So from then on, it was kind of just like losing maybe like a second, 2 seconds a lap to the two other GTEs up front. But then with all the lapping traffic, that would kind of compromise them, so I could get a little bit closer again. But yeah, I was able to keep on racing until like I think 15 minutes left when I finally had to pit for fuel. I did not expect the Lambo to be that fuel efficient.
And it very was, yeah. Yeah, held a commanding lead. Looking forward to Hockenheim next time around.
Yeah, pretty much.
And if there's nothing else for you to add, you are free to go.
All right, see ya.
See you next time.
Hello.
And welcome. RP is your LMP2 race leader. And race leader. Our race is already done. Race winner.
Thank you.
You're new to Formula GT, right?
Well, I'm new to this. Yeah, to this
Okay.
league. Yeah.
I thought you were because I didn't recognize your name. But great maiden race win here in your class.
Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect. It's my first endurance race on Project Cars. I normally just do sprint races.
Wow.
But
yeah, great race there in your LMP2. Happy that you came out with your maiden win here.
oh yeah, definitely. I didn't really. I wasn't sure what to expect with because I don't know anyone else really. So glad that I've got a bit of pace. Is
Yeah,
nice.
Great race to watch from you. There was a little collision between you and a GTE, I believe, there, but didn't put you too much off the back foot to give
Yeah.
your rival of who would have that been? Who was second place?
I think it was bad.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah.
So it didn't give him enough of a advantage there, and you kept the race win.
Yeah, I think I was pretty lucky with traffic for the most part. Any spins I had were my fault. But I thought Bad wasn't gonna pit at the end, so I was trying to fuel save like hell because I was running low. But as soon as I saw him pit, I just took a sigh of relief because I definitely would have run out of fuel.
Yeah, and yeah, obviously had a good qualifying finish. He qualified up there in positions. Didn't have too much work and just kind of pulled away from the field.
Yeah. Still, yeah, I'm still sweating though. That was hard to stay focused.
Yeah, and if there's nothing else for you to add, you are free to go.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And in here comes Lots, your GTE race winner.
Hello.
Hello, you have had a commanding lead over that GTE race there. Yeah, happy about that?
Well, it might have looked like it, but actually, because I had so much penalty, I had 27 seconds, I think, and Godek in second was only about 30 seconds behind me. So in the end, it was actually quite tight, I think.
Oh, wow. I did notice you had some time penalties there. What, pushing track limits a little bit too much there?
Yeah, most of them were track limits. I also sped in the pits, and
Oh,
also,
no.
funnily enough, I sped in the pit trying to. I had a drive-through, and to get into the pits for my drive-through, I got a 10-second extra time penalty. So it was a bit of a messy one.
Oh, no. But yeah, you had a good qualifying performance, didn't have to do much work, and then at the start, just started pulling away.
Yeah, Godek, I think, spun at the end of the first lap, which was a shame, really, because I think we were a similar pace. But yeah, after that, it was quite easy for me, although I did hit Alex. I think Alex was being controlled by a bot, and I hit him twice trying to get past him, which is annoying, but in the end, it went all right.
Yeah, it was a good race from you. Yeah, if there's nothing else. Oh, are you looking forward to Hockenheim next time around?
I am looking forward to it. I do like the track. And can I just say, I was listening to your stream the whole way through. Thanks for doing it. You kept me
Yeah.
up to date with what was going on.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, if there's nothing else for you to add, you're free to go.
Thank you.
And with that being said, that has been all for Formula GT Racing League here tonight. Hope you guys all had a good night, day, or wherever you are. Watch the stream back on YouTube once it gets uploaded there. I hope you'll have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.